Now on Good Morning Northwest, President Biden in Paris this morning, preparing to commemorate D-Day as he faces criticism at home for his new immigration policy.
We've made the turn. We're going to see warmer, calmer, nicer weather coming in. And for how long and how hot? That's coming up.
And a local middle school makes the difficult decision to close its doors permanently at the end of this school year. Why Pride Prep is shutting down. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Good Morning Northwest, I'm Sydney Charles. Robin and Natalie are off this morning. It is Wednesday, June 5th. Mark is here with your first alert forecast.
All right, good morning, everybody. Taking a look to the sky to the west, it's clear, pretty nice. A few high thin clouds, that's it. 48 degrees and winds to 8 miles an hour. Not 18, not 80. 8. That's going to be our trend today. We're not going to have a lot of wind, light winds. Sunshine is going to be here all day, and the 4 things you need to know. It is going to get much warmer into the Pacific Northwest, and it's going to be 80s for Thursday, and that's going to begin really much warmer weather coming in for the weekend. Right now, it is a cool start. I mean, we've got low 40s from Deer Park all the way to Cheney, 45 at Fairchild, but you get downtown Liberty Lake and all the way in Hayden at 46, but everyone else in the low 50s, not too shabby. We look at what we can expect when it comes to our sky today, and we're going to continue to see, again, clear conditions. We had a few showers earlier this morning into the Cascades. That's it. We're not going to see any of that here. Again, 69 will be our high with sunshine all the way through the day.
Mark, thanks. And just into the Breaking Now desk, President Biden has just arrived in France ahead of celebrations for the 80th anniversary of D-Day. Take a look. Here's new video of the president taken a few hours ago. British royals are also participating in the festivities. Tomorrow is the 80th anniversary of D-Day, the beginning of the end for World War II. That's when U.S. and other allied forces stormed the beaches of Normandy in 1944. It's considered the beginning of the end for Nazi Germany. A few veterans from back then are still alive. The survivors are around 100 years old. This could be the last D-Day celebration of this scale with living witnesses.
Overwhelming that I had no idea that anything like this would be prepared.
The French First Lady and President are serving as hosts for the celebrations. And President Biden's executive action on the southern border went into effect overnight. It limits the number of migrants who enter the U.S. illegally from staying here as they seek asylum. The move is already getting pushback from both sides, despite a bipartisan border security bill that has sat in Congress for months. ABC's Christiane Cordero has the details from Washington, D.C.
This morning, sweeping new rules for migrants at the southern border. In an aggressive executive action, President Biden immediately shutting down the asylum process in the U.S. for people crossing the border illegally, once migrant apprehensions averaged 2,500 a day over the course of a week.
Doing nothing is not an option. We have to act.
The rules would hold until unscheduled apprehensions dip below 1,500 per day for 2 weeks. There are limited exceptions for unaccompanied children and victims of human trafficking, and there is no limit on the legal process at ports of entry. The administration says something needed to be done to break months-long opposition to a bipartisan border security bill from congressional Republicans and their party's standard bearer.
The Republicans in Congress got a call from Donald Trump, don't do the deal. Because, you see, he'd prefer to run on a problem instead of fixing a problem.
Former President Trump is now among the Republicans, saying Biden's move is too little, too late.
The truth is that Joe Biden's executive order won't stop the invasion. It's weak and it's pathetic.
Immigration advocates worry the executive order will only worsen the already months-long backlog at border crossings and endanger migrants.
What we are expecting now is that the Biden administration will weaponize what's left of our asylum system to criminalize migrants.
The president risking legal and political blowback from all sides, including progressives who worry with Republicans not budging on their stance against Biden, the move could backfire.
I think in the end we end up hurting the very people that we're fighting for.
The ACLU says it plans to challenge Biden's action in court. Christiane Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
Pullman and Moscow police are working with the FBI to find this little girl, 2-year-old Soraya Ung Harmon. They believe her disappearance is connected to WSU grad Nadia Cole, who was last seen at the Seattle-Tacoma airport a week ago. Now, according to Pullman police, Cole is in a romantic relationship with the little girl's father, Aaron Ung. Police believe the couple may be traveling together. Aaron and his daughter were believed to be traveling to Montana on a fishing trip last week. She was supposed to return to her mom in Pullman yesterday, but she never showed up. Now, according to a Facebook post made by a woman claiming to be Aaron's sister, Nadia Cole was with her mother about to board a plane to Europe as a graduation present when she disappeared. She went to the bathroom but never returned to board the plane. If you have any information about any of these 3 missing people, call police right away. And new developments in a stabbing in the Valley on Monday. A woman was arrested for breaking into a trailer and stabbing a man over money he allegedly owed her. Deputies originally believed this was a disagreement at a home that turned violent. They now say that woman broke into the trailer with the help of 2 other suspects. According to the Spokane County Sheriff's Office, deputies were called to East 1st Avenue south of Sprague to a trailer park at around 4 a.m. They found the man inside a home suffering from stab wounds. He was sent to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. 36-year-old Katrina Soto is now facing 1st and 2nd-degree assault charges, as well as a 1st-degree burglary charge. According to one of the people in the trailer, Soto broke into the trailer with 2 other suspects, yelling at the victim about owing her money and needing to pay her dad. She made her first court appearance yesterday afternoon. She's being held on a $100,000 bond. Police say this is still an active investigation. Well, roughly 96th and 7th grade students will have to move schools next year following Pride School's recent decision to close Pride Prep Middle School. Pre-pandemic, Pride School said roughly 80 to 100 6th grade students would walk the halls of Pride Prep Middle School. Now, there are only about 50. Because of the turnover, Pride Schools looks at 6th grade enrollment numbers to make educated guesses on how total enrollment will look like in the coming years. Due to the numbers dropping every year after COVID, Pride School said the only feasible option was to close down the school, a decision it did not make lightly.
Middle schoolers are at a tough age already, and so having this come on kind of unexpected for a lot of students was tough to manage, and I know that their families are still managing that, but really just try to support them as best we can with the transition into their next district.
Pride School still has its high school open and hopes to reopen the middle school in the future. The last day of school is next Friday, June 14th. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:07. Lots of sunshine out there right now, and that sunshine will stick around with us for today and through the rest of the week, Mark.
Yeah, it's really going to be nice. Oh, you gave away everything. Now we don't even have to watch the movie. All right, here we go. We're taking a look at some of the moisture. We start off the year pretty well, but now we've been dry for months. We're going to continue to be dry for, well, the next week or 2, which is going to add to our issues. We're going to talk about that, and of course, plenty of sunshine in the forecast.
I'm sitting on the newly completed Post Street Bridge, taking in gorgeous views of the Spokane River. We're telling you all about this completed project coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
And another downtown street closed this morning, where you'll need to find another route around Spokane Falls Boulevard. That's coming up next. And do you remember the case of Amanda Knox? Why she appeared in an Italian court today, 16 years after she was first accused of murder. Coming up next.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
It's time to celebrate all dads and grads. This week at both Cal locations in Airway Heights and on 4th Street in Coeur d'Alene.
And that means some of the best deals of the year on fun new rides for summer. Plus delayed payments until September 1st and an extra $500 trade-in value for your old ride. Plus, everyone can enter for a chance to win a Traeger grill at each location.
This is one sale you can't afford to miss. This week at both Cal locations.
Living the legacy of Dr. King one family at a time, the Martin Luther King Jr. Family Outreach Center responds to Spokane's needs through education and action.
We provide a variety of social and educational programs to children, youth, and families in Spokane. Families can access high-quality early learning programs. We also have a food bank, and then we also have programs for seniors in our community.
Numerica is honored to donate $1,000 to the MLK Center. This is how Numerica cares for kids.
For over 30 years, we've been keeping you warm.
Or cool, but now we are taking you to the next level of innovation.
Fireplaces, sleek modern design, or traditional electric, efficient and trendy.
Lighting, permanent, decorative, year-long lighting, providing security as well as beauty.
These are just some of the ideas we are bringing to you for the next level at Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric. We call it Holiday Innovation. Call us today.
Life is an opportunity to grow, to feel, to excel. Life moves at its own pace, daring you to keep up. Life pushes you to be better and to go farther. Life has you here. We're just here to help.
Do you want to get paid to have an adventure? Get your passport to Dining Adventure from Adam Hegsted's Eat Good Group and earn a $20 gift card. Eat at just 4 of our locations before June 30th and you'll earn a $20 gift card. Eat at 6 restaurants and you'll be entered to win a $500 gift card. Each location is a different adventure featuring top chefs, quality, fresh ingredients and locally inspired menus from around the globe. Whether you're trying something new or re-experiencing one of your favorites, pick up your passport at any Eat Good restaurant today.
Download the KXLY Plus app on your connected TV.
Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. Today, an Italian court upheld Amanda Knox's final remaining conviction stemming from the murder of her British roommate Meredith Kercher in 2007. She was previously cleared of Kercher's murder by the Italian Supreme Court in 2015. Knox was sentenced to 3 years in prison for the slander conviction, which she served while awaiting the original murder trial and subsequent appeal. Knox is currently working on a series about her life story with former White House intern Monica Lewinsky for Hulu. Well, AT&T now says an issue that was stopping some calls to other wireless carriers has been fixed. Customers in 24 states from Washington to Florida were affected. No word yet on the exact cause. Both T-Mobile and Verizon say their systems were working normally.
In our 10-second takeaway on this Wednesday, it's cool, no doubt about it. Light layer heading out the door. It's going to be lots of sunshine today. Few clouds. Grab your sunglasses. Our high today, 69.
Spokane Falls Boulevard will be closed for the next couple of days so crews can repaint the Pride mural. The repainting process started last night. It will last until tomorrow morning at 7. During that time, Spokane Falls Boulevard will be closed from Stevens Street to Howard Street. At the same time, Howard Street will be closed from Main Avenue to Spokane Falls Boulevard. The crosswalk needs repainting because about 2 weeks ago, someone poured some sort of accelerant on the road and lit it on fire. While Spokane police say a surveillance camera caught the incident, that video has not been released. The mural is being repainted in time for Spokane's Pride celebration on the 8th. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:13. We'll have Mark's full forecast right after the break. And the city of Spokane has finally finished a project that could make your commute shorter. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live to share what you can expect now that it's done.
The 4 News Now Extreme team is bringing back Gardening for Grands. We want to bring a bit of color to 4 local retirement homes. Thank you to East Valley Middle School for volunteering, and thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme team.
When you've been seriously injured, choosing the right legal team is the most important decision you'll make. Craig Swap & Associates is a top personal injury law firm for one reason: we win.
If you or a loved one has been seriously injured, our team of winning attorneys is here for you. We'll review your case for free and start working immediately to win the compensation you deserve. Craig Swap & Associates, one call, that's all.
Who has the deals?
Furniture Row.
Who has the deals?
Furniture Row.
The
Memorial Day super sale was so great, we just had to extend it. And with trucks still rolling in, the savings keep getting better and better. The more you buy,
the more you save. Save $100 for every 1,000 you spend.
Check out special purchases while they last. And financing? We're talking 6 years, no interest. But don't wait. The extended Memorial Day super sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
My parents started their first dealership in Coeur d'Alene in 1983. They took pride in being locally owned and work hard to help this great community we call home.
Now, 3 generations later, we're still proud to be one of the last locally owned Subaru dealerships, and we're working harder than ever to give back to the community that has supported us all these years.
Because we're looking forward to being your local family Subaru dealer for generations to come.
Everyone's itching to win Northern Quest's Scratch and Win GMC Sierra giveaway. With $520,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs, it's only natural. But instead of a log, tree, or communal bush, all you need is your Camus Rewards card. Play daily to earn scratch tickets good for reward play, bonus points, hotel stays, and maybe a brand new GMC Sierra pickup. That's an itch we'd all like to scratch.
Hey. If it feels like everything you say to your teenager goes in one ear and out the other, you're not alone. But even when it seems like they aren't listening, they are, especially when it comes to a topic like drugs. Find time in everyday moments to share facts, teach refusal skills, and answer their questions about drugs, including opioids like fentanyl, because your words matter. Get the conversation started today.
Watch Kelly Clarkson today at 3.
Join us for the Medellin Falls Bigfoot Festival, June 15th and 16th.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. For the first time in 4 years, pedestrians and cars will be able to cross the Spokane River on the Post Street Bridge. This afternoon, the bridge will be open for travelers. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live to share how the opening will make life easier for people downtown. Good morning, Allison.
Sydney, good morning. We're taking in gorgeous views here on the completed Post Street Bridge this morning. I'm joined by Kirsten Davis. Thank you so much for being with us. Now, looking at the bridge, we see multiple lanes, perfect for people in all types of situations. Walk us through the design.
Right. So one of the things that the community told us was that they wanted to have kind of an extension and experience of the park. So that's why you'll see just one lane of northbound traffic, these nice wide pedestrian and bicycle paths, scooter paths, strollers, wheelchairs, anything that needs to come across on the outside. And, you know, these beautiful planter boxes with trees and plants and nice lighting. And it's really an experience because what surrounds it is breathtaking.
Yeah, and a perfect setup for taking in these gorgeous surroundings. We even have benches. You see them right here behind us. Perfect way to just stop on your walk around town and just take in these views. Now, I understand that this bridge is going to be major for so many people traveling through the area, but also some local businesses. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we have a big, there's a lot of people that work downtown and maybe like to park on the North Bank and then walk through to get to their place of work. So having this out for so many years has been challenging for those people because the detours are pretty long, especially in those cold winter days. But so this just really adds to be able to get across for workers, visitors, whoever it may be. And with all the development on the North Bank, to have this connecting point is really huge.
Yes, and everybody can come out. There's a ribbon cutting ceremony today at 11:30 a.m. and then in the afternoon you'll be able to take in these gorgeous views from the completed Post Street Bridge. I'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Allison, thanks so much. And the views and the weather should be perfect for that 11:30 opening ribbon cutting ceremony for the bridge, right?
Oh, it's going to be great. Winds are going to be light, especially on the bridge yesterday. I bet you it was wreaking havoc on getting the final, touches put onto it. Today, less wind, more sunshine, warming or as warm as yesterday, but it's really going to start this warming trend through the weekend. 51 into downtown, 42 into Deer Park, 42 into Cheney. So those areas, the culprits of cool. We have low 50s as you head right around the state line. Hour by hour, we get through our forecast day, noting not a lot of wind today, less than 15 miles an hour for the most part. Warming to near 60 by 11. By noon, we're at 62 degrees, then mid to upper 60s for the remainder of the day with sunshine. And again, those winds that are going to be light all the way into this evening, 7 o'clock, about 66 degrees. So back deck living starting today and continuing. We do have severe weather into Texas and areas moving into the Gulf states. Missouri's going to have pockets of severe weather, but the West is best. It's going to be sunny. It's going to be hot. For us, we're going to be warm, getting to what some call hot Saturday, myself included. Temperatures in the 90s. So we're going to see continuation of just variable clouds coming across. No moisture expected, and as we remain dry and sunny, we're going to warm up to 69 today, 71 into Ritzville. We could see bank signs at 70 all over the place today. Our planning forecast, 80 for Thursday, Friday 85, Sunday 90, and then Saturday 90, Sunday 87, mid 80s for the beginning of next week. So definitely the hottest weather we've seen so far this year. All right, you see the Extreme Team reveal for tomorrow, and well, it's been ongoing for months, in as much as Builders First Source dropped a bunch of cedar off at the East Valley Middle School. We got tools and equipment from General Store. And of course, they've done some beautiful laser printing for the front. Now it's all packed up for tomorrow's delivery to 4 different senior centers. We're going to pick up again, Sculptured Gardens is supplying our plants, and of course we need potting soil, and that's from Ason Francis, all being donated, all for our seniors, our grands, so that they can get their hands in dirt. The stories are great, and here's the cool part. The kids are being a part of it on a field trip to mix, so this multi-generational thing going on that has always been one of my favorite days.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It is very cool.
Congrats to you and all of them with this happening tomorrow, and the weather's going to be good, so even better. Yeah. Thank you, Mark, so much. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:21. The Seattle Mariners managed to hold onto a win in Oakland last night after a heart-pounding 9th inning, giving the M's their 4th straight win and a larger lead in the AL West. Plus, former WSU quarterback Ryan Leaf is back on the 2025 College Football Hall of Fame ballot, but who is he up against? We'll tell you all that and more coming up next in Morning Sports.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Our 30th anniversary celebration continues at Mistaqua Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games with your Sun Club card to win your share of $22,000 cash and one of several Traeger grills. Learn more at Mistaqua.com.
Do you want to get paid to have an adventure? Get your passport to Dining Adventure from Adam Hegsted's Eat Good Group and earn a $20 gift card. Eat at just 4 of our locations before June 30th and you'll earn a $20 gift card. Eat at 6 restaurants and you'll be entered to win a $500 gift card. Each location is a different adventure featuring top chefs, quality fresh ingredients and locally inspired menus from around the globe. Whether you're trying something new or re-experiencing one of your favorites, pick up your passport at any Eat Good restaurant today.
My name is Stevie, and I work for my dad, Steve Stikowski, at SGX Jet Boats here in Orfino, Idaho, where we specialize in a shallow water aluminum jet boat. For us, it's more than just business, it's a legacy. You realize that it's all worth it because you're starting to see everything come to fruition. All of the hard work has paid off, and P1FCU is able to provide us with that security in knowing that our legacy is safe with them.
I felt like there was just no answers to get out of the anxiety and the depression that I had.
Introducing Neurostim TMS, Washington's leading provider of transcranial magnetic stimulation, or TMS therapy. TMS is not shock therapy. It's an FDA-approved, easy outpatient experience and covered by all major medical insurances.
There's nothing better than just being able to enjoy life again.
Reach out to Neurostim TMS today and rediscover the light and joy in your life.
Good morning. Thank you for calling Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. How may I help you today?
I'm having some problem with my air conditioner.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. What sort of problem?
Well, it's making a clangety, clangety, clunk sound.
Oh, no worries. We can certainly take care of that for you. Here at Mainstream Electric Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing, we speak your language.
Mr. Quack Casino Hotel is open. Stay with us, relax and rejuvenate while taking advantage of our amazing amenities, including a restaurant and lounge open to the public daily starting at 3 p.m. north of Spokane on Highway 395.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minnesone. Seattle Mariners manager Scott Servais turned 57 years old on Tuesday. Now, it's hard to fit 57 candles on a birthday cake, so instead, the Mariners honored their skipper the only way they knew how. With a birthday W, the Mariners defeated the Oakland A's 4-3. Seattle has now won 4 straight in 8 of its last 9 games. They've pushed their lead in the AL West to 5.5 games over the Texas Rangers, and they'll look to keep it going at 6:40 tonight in Oakland. Former Washington State quarterback Ryan Leaf has been named to the 2025 College Football Hall of Fame ballot for the 3rd time. Leaf is arguably the best QB in WSU history, finishing 3rd in the Heisman voting and winning the Pac-10 Offensive Player of the Year in 1997. Leaf's name comes with some controversy, both legally and perception-wise, but the former number 2 pick was one of the most defining college football players of the 90s. He joins a stacked ballot that includes legends like Nick Saban and Urban Meyer. The Hall of Fame class will be announced in December. And the Spokane Chiefs announced part of their schedule for next season. They will begin the 2024-25 campaign on the road with back-to-back road games against the Prince George Cougars. That's going to be on September 20th and 21st. The Cougars swept Spokane in the first round of the playoffs in March. The Chiefs' home opener will be September 28th against the Tri-City Americans. And that will wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:26. Spokane's mayor declaring a state of emergency. Why Mayor Lisa Brown says the city's drug problem has reached this critical point, and what declaring a state of emergency means for people affected by drug addiction next. And how much more does the CEO of your company make than you? The widening gap between executives and employees, and what's driving it when Good Morning Northwest continues. Before we go to a break, here's your first look at what's coming up on Good Morning America starting at 7.
In this morning's GMA First Look, the Boy Meets World star pregnant at age 54.
Ready.
Actress Trina McGee first introduced us to fan favorite Angela over 25 years ago. But this week, the 54-year-old announcing that someone unexpected would be meeting the world, her 4th child. And this morning, she's speaking out to GMA.
I can't wait. Are you kidding? I have all this wisdom now, and I know things, and I made all these mistakes, and I had some real triumphs with my other kids too. So now I can combine all that, and I can pour it into this child.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll hear how rare pregnancy at this age is and have much more of Trina McGee's story. With your GMA First Look, I'm Janae Norman, ABC News, New York.
If you're living with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes take you out of the moment. Now there's Skyrizi. So you can show up with clearer skin and show it off.
Nothing is everything.
With Skyrizi, you could take each step with 90% clearer skin. And if you have psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi can help you get moving with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine, or plan to.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and less joint pain. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about how Skyrizi could help with your skin or joint symptoms. Learn how AbbVie could help you save.
live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app. 4 News Now. Expect more on air, online, and on the app.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Hi, I'm Randy, owner of Rooter 911 Sewer and Drain.
Sewer and drain cleaning at half the price of the larger competitors.
24/7 service for all of your sewer and drain cleaning needs in Spokane, 535-3136.
Emma? My name's Emma, too. Are you? Yeah, you. In a few years. How? You went back to school. Finished your degree.
Face your future with Whitworth University.
Huh, never a doubt.
See our great selection of Tundras with backup assist technology and other advanced features at Parker Toyota in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Right now with Papa Murphy's, we've got a great deal.
Which means I make more great pizza.
Like our $9.99 XLNY pizza. It's everything you'd expect from a classic New York-style pizza, hot and fresh out of your oven. Order now at papamurphys.com.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker following the stories people are reading about this morning. Some prominent experts in artificial intelligence are speaking out about what they describe as a reckless and secretive industry. The letter calls for AI companies to stop blocking employees from openly criticizing them and create anonymous ways for employees to voice concerns to regulators. Homeland Security has warned AI poses a serious risk to November's election. OpenAI recently said it will establish a new committee to make recommendations about safety. And Boeing's Starliner mission will make its next attempt at launching 2 astronauts on a voyage to the International Space Station today. Launch is set for 7:52 a.m. our time. A number of issues caused the previous launch attempts on May 6th and June 1st to be scrubbed. The event will stream live on NASA's website. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Sydney Charles. It is Wednesday, June 5th. Robin and Natalie are off today. Let's get you on over to Mark with your first alert forecast.
As we look at our forecast today, it's going to be very different than yesterday and the day before. We're going to have dry conditions. We're going to have sunshine, and we're going to have much less wind associated with our weather. So 48 currently, 46 into Coeur d'Alene, both with sunshine. A little bit of cloud cover into Coeur d'Alene, but that's it. Taking a look at the 4 things you need to know. Yeah, we've got plenty of sunshine all day long. Winds are going to be much lighter than they were yesterday. It's going to start getting much warmer, and we're going to be in the 80s for tomorrow. Today, we're going to be real close to 70. We're sitting at 69 for the high. Right now, we have low 50s downtown. We have low 40s Deer Park and Cheney, so a little chilly there. Hayden, you're at 46 degrees. Again, with a few clouds. All of this overnight, we've seen things clearing out. A little bit left in Idaho, but we will see a continuation of drying conditions even into Montana. So sunshine today. Noon 62. By 2 o'clock, we're into the mid to upper 60s for the remainder of the afternoon and evening hours. 6 o'clock, 68. Yeah, that's back deck living.
Mark, thank you. Spokane is now in a state of emergency because of rampant drug use and overdoses. This emergency declaration unlocks funding Mayor Lisa Brown says will go to helping people get clean.
This program provides safe, compassionate transport for individuals under the influence of a substance to an appropriate medical or treatment facility.
Mayor Brown also announced the city is entering into a contract to open the Cannon Street shelter as a temporary crisis shelter. She says people would be connected to treatment and housing services there. And some of the resources that will be made available are things like fentanyl testing strips and Narcan. In Spokane, overdoses have shot up by 30% just in the last year. The emergency declaration quickly opens the city up to more resources. People battling addiction can get stable enough to enter treatment and eventually get housing.
That's a service that's needed badly in the community right now, a place for people that are acute or currently intoxicated need a place to go.
Mayor Brown says this is all set to begin immediately. And most know 2nd and Division as a hotspot for drug users in the area. Compassionate Addiction Treatment is an organization helping people in that area. Staff there say they spend the majority of the day racing to overdoses with Narcan. A founder said over the years she's seen this area get drastically worse.
I used to say heroin was the worst thing that ever happened. Now I would say I wish heroin would come back and fentanyl would go away. And I never imagined that I would think that type of thing because so many folks were dying from heroin.
Haley believes this new declaration will enable safer streets and more access to Narcan as they frequently run out of it. And for a full breakdown of the mayor's new plan, you can find this story on KXLY.com. This declaration from the city of Spokane comes one day after the state of Washington launched a program to address opioid use disorder. The program was created by the Washington Healthcare Authority. It expands access to medications that fight opioid use disorder, which are often underprescribed. The program also bridges the gap for continued addiction treatment. Now, ERs will get 24/7 clinical consultations and guidelines, as well as educational resources for patients and providers. And at the Breaking Now desk, new developments this morning in the federal firearms case against President Joe Biden's son, Hunter. Sources say the first member of the Biden family to testify at the trial could take the stand today. Hunter is charged with lying about his drug use in October 2018 on a form to buy a gun that he kept for about 11 days in Delaware. Prosecutors have introduced Hunter Biden's laptop as evidence while questioning FBI agent Erica Jensen, their first witness in this case. The prosecution says the president's son bought a gun and lied during a background check, knowing he was a drug user when he filled out the federal form for gun purchases. The defense told jurors that Hunter did not knowingly violate these laws, adding that at the time he bought the gun, Hunter was using alcohol, not drugs. The defense also saying Hunter's behavior was inconsistent with drug use and that there's no such thing as a high-functioning crack addict. Then FBI agent Jensen played audio of Hunter reading his own words from the audiobook of his book, Beautiful Things, recounting his days among drug users.
I was just as much a part of the depravity as they were. I was smoking crack every 15 minutes.
Finally, jurors saw a text exchange between Hunter and Hallie Biden, the widow of Beau Biden, who found the gun and ditched it in a trash can. "Did you take that from me? You're being totally irresponsible and unhinged," Hunter texted. Hallie responding, "I just want you to be safe. That was not safe." Now today, prosecutors are expected to call Hallie as their next witness. Court set to resume at 7 a.m. our time. Well, the gap in pay between company CEOs and their employees is growing. A recent analysis showed that in 2023, CEOs made nearly 200 times more than their employees. That number has gone up in the last 2 years. The growing divide is driven by the fact that CEO pay is closely tied to share prices. That means as the U.S. stock market booms, CEOs make more money. Meanwhile, many workers are struggling to keep up with the rising cost of living. Right now, the S&P 500 stock market index is at an all-time high, climbing another 11% since the start of the year. That could signal CEO pay packages could get even bigger this year. And Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:37. Mark, we're talking about a little bit of precipitation today, but that sunshine back and gonna hang around.
Yeah, the Cascades got a little bit of rain. That's it. We will see sunny, dry conditions, less wind. Temperatures, though, into the mid-40s as the kids are heading out or people are heading out for work and school. Make sure you have that light layer to start the day. You won't need it later on this afternoon. Your full forecast is coming up.
And so many young adults are saddled with crippling student loan debt. Coming up, why it's also affecting some older Americans and the problem that could cause for retirement. And does your teen have a problem paying attention? The addiction it could be a sign of when Good Morning Northwest continues.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Regular visits to your local Perfection Tire can ensure your car's safety and dependability.
With factory recommended maintenance, you increase your fuel efficiency as well as maintain your vehicle's value.
Nobody beats perfection.
Hi, I'm Martita, award-winning interior designer and realtor.
and I always stop by Consign Furniture and Jewelry first. For my interior design projects, there is inspiration everywhere. One-of-a-kind, budget-friendly pieces, all in 60,000 square feet. For my real estate clients, whether they want to buy or sell, I always encourage them to consign. They do all the heavy lifting while you sit back, relax, and collect your check. Consign Furniture and Jewelry. Smart way to buy, easy way to sell.
Expo 74 really saved Spokane. And prior to Expo, financially, Spokane was hurting. I really don't want to focus on the Financial Institute. And these people put Expo together. It was a big investment on their part.
I don't know if they realized what great mentors they were to those of us that were younger and challenged us. When you come together, it makes all the difference in the world. It just paved the way for so many great things to happen in Spokane.
Command picture hanging strips hold strong and remove cleanly. Command, do no harm.
Researching childhood vaccines often feels like this.
When T lymphocytes recognize antigens.
They're lying to us. Vaccines are just another plot to make money.
The most important thing parents should know about vaccines is...
Accept my cookies. Sign up for the newsletter. Sorry. You've reached your free article limit.
There's a simpler way to get answers. Visit vaccinesmartwa.org.
Shopping for quality tires but afraid you're paying too much?
You'll find you can trust Perfection Tire for the best deals on Cooper tires and other top quality brands.
Save even more with Cooper Tire rebates going on now. Nobody beats perfection.
Welcome back. Student loan debt is usually an issue for younger Americans. A new analysis shows it's also affecting some Americans over age 55, and that could clash with retirement security. This analysis shows more than 2.2 million Americans over age 55 are carrying student loan debt. Older borrowers tend to see income narrow at retirement age and are more likely to carry other debts like mortgages and car loans. The author of the report says that can lead to some tough choices.
It's likely to affect their retirement ability because they have to either sort of decide between extending their working life and continue to work to repay their debt or reduce the amount of retirement savings that they may be able to save.
Another potential consequence, delinquent federal student loans can impact Social Security benefits.
All right, here's 10 seconds. Your forecast, going to be cool start. Light layers would probably be beneficial. Lots of sunshine today. The shades, the sunglasses would be beneficial. High today is going to be 69 degrees, light wind.
Well, an issue young Americans are facing, internet addiction. Teens who spend lots of time on social media have complained of feeling like they can't pay attention to more important things like homework or time spent with loved ones. A new study found that in teens with internet addiction, signaling between brain regions important for controlling attention and working memory was disrupted. The American Heart Association predicts about 61% of U.S. adults will have heart disease in the next 2 decades. Researchers say a big driver of this trend is the growing number of people likely to develop high blood pressure, which puts them at more of a risk for a heart attack or stroke. An aging population is also a factor. Heart disease is responsible for more than 800,000 deaths every year, making it the leading killer of Americans. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:42. A project 5 years in the making is finishing up this morning. Alisa Martinez is live from the Post Street Bridge.
The city of Spokane is unveiling a brand new spot to take in views of the gorgeous Spokane River. We're telling you all about this completed project coming up on Good Morning Northwest.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Life's busy. Off is not an option. You need to be on. On time, on the go, on the call, or just ready to play on. Life's waiting. Power on with Batteries Plus. Visit one of over 700 locations today.
Watch KXLY Plus over the air on KXLY ABC4. Live updates, breaking news, weather every 10 minutes from the 4 News Now team. Get up to date on the information you need in just an hour. Weekdays at 11 a.m. and 4 p.m. over the air on KXLY ABC4.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
It's time to celebrate all dads and grads. This week at both Cal locations in Airway Heights and on 4th Street in Coeur d'Alene.
And that means some of the best deals of the year on fun new rides for summer. Plus delayed payments until September 1st and an extra $500 trade-in value for your old ride. Plus, everyone can enter for a chance to win a Traeger grill at each location.
This is one sale you can't afford to miss. This week at both Cal locations.
BECU wants to help you celebrate your dad this June with the fantastic Father's Day contest. Send us a photo of your father and tell us the impact he's had on your life. He'll be entered for a chance to win a $75 gift card to Ager's Meats. Fantastic Fathers, brought to you by BECU.
Frisky's World.
Come on, let's explore.
That's made with real salmon.
Look what I found. Little soups for cats.
There's the delicious taste of tuna we treasure.
Definitely coming back tomorrow.
Friskies, always more to explore.
Not the best sound to start your day with, is it? Your next decision should be to call Precision. Our professionally trained technicians are here to provide you with award-winning service every time, so we can get you back up and running fast. Call or book online today.
Batteries Plus has the national scale for all your power needs and a dedicated expert for the local support you want. Power on with Batteries Plus Business.
4 News Now is brought to you by Global Credit Union.
Welcome back. Downtown Spokane is now more accessible for pedestrians and drivers. Today, the Post Street Bridge is reopening after being closed for 5 years. 4 News Now's Allison Martinez is live to share how the opening will make life easier for people downtown. Good morning, Allison. It's beautiful out there right now.
Good morning to you, Sydney. It is a gorgeous day. We've got the sun shining and we've got beautiful views of the Spokane River all around. I'm on the completed Post Street Bridge right now. I'm standing in the lane for walkers and for bicyclists, and right there in the middle, that's the lane that drivers will be able to travel northbound on. Now, this morning, I'm joined by Brian, who is the general manager at Anthony's. You might see Anthony's just right behind us right there. Now, this project is so important to Anthony's and supporting your business. Tell us, what's it like? This project is finally complete after years in the making. How does it feel?
Well, it gives me goosebumps, I can tell you that. We're just so excited for the completion of the Post Street Bridge. It's a perfect symbolism of our mission to bring people together to, thrive and grow and just connect with each other. And we're just very, very happy for the ease of our guests to join us at our restaurant. So yeah, we're very excited.
And speaking of joining you at your restaurant, I understand that lunches at Anthony's are getting a whole lot better. Walk us through those changes.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've been open for lunch on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, but we're adding a couple more days so that people can come and enjoy the views during the day. They can come in for lunch and just, enjoy the best of the Northwest.
And today at 11:30 a.m. there will be a ribbon cutting ceremony to celebrate this project. And I understand that Anthony's will also be celebrating in your own way. Walk us through what people can expect.
Yeah, we're going to have a private reception for those that are joining the ribbon cutting, but we're also want to welcome the public to join us because we have Spike, the Gonzaga Bulldog mascot, who's going to be there at the restaurant, and there's going to be photo opportunities if you're interested and you're a Bulldog fan.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. We are so excited about this finished project and how it will positively impact the businesses here in downtown Spokane. We'll send it back to you guys in studio.
Oh, thank you so much, Allison. That is all so exciting. And today, the city will hold a ribbon cutting ceremony at 11:30 on the Post Street Bridge. So, Mark, weather is looking good for that ribbon cutting ceremony.
That and the deck over at Anthony's.
Yes.
I mean, it's all very, beautiful down there, and we don't have all of the orange cones now, so that have been growing elsewhere around the city. Construction is an all-time high right now, but luckily that is going to clear out. All right, 69 for the high today. It's going to be sunny. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, so it's going to be a calmer day. Cool tonight. Temperatures down to 46. Still opening up those windows feels pretty good. We are going to see warmer air coming in. We'll urge you as we talk about that as to some of the things you might want to do in your home. Temperatures into the low 50s. Heading out the door, Liberty Lake, you're at 54 degrees. Good morning and congratulations. Looks pretty good. We have had, again, just a few scattered showers into the mountains this morning. That's all gone. Now we track the heat, and we see this high pressure continuing to build in Spokane. That jet stream to the north, so really we'll pull up maybe a little bit of cloud cover for Sunday, but the majority of the heat will continue not only through the weekend but into the beginning of next week. We see again that potential for a few scattered showers Sunday. That pushes out. Monday and Tuesday we're looking pretty good again. So Sunday, that could be the little hitch. We're going to have a 20 to 30% chance of showers. Today we're going to have near 70-degree highs, 66 into Coeur d'Alene and near 70 into Bonners Ferry, 71 into Ritzville, Tri-Cities 79 degrees. So everybody's starting to warm up, and then the heat hits. Thursday, Extreme Team Reveal, gardening for grands, we call it. That's going to be 80 degrees, perfect weather for that. And then over the weekend, if you've got plans, 85 on Friday, Saturday 90, Sunday 87. A reference to seeking cooler water, it's cold. So we're back to that water safety for the weekend as people try to escape the heat. Please be careful.
All right, Mark, thank you. Those are some good tips. Thanks so much. And Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:50. Your morning sprint is coming up next. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest this Wednesday morning. We'll be right back.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Sweet Palace and Sapphire Jewelry in Phillipsburg, Montana.
For over 30 years, we've been keeping you warm.
Or cool, but now we are taking you to the next level of innovation.
Fireplaces, sleek modern design, or traditional electric, efficient and trendy.
Lighting, permanent, decorative, year-long lighting, providing security as well as beauty.
These are just some of the ideas we are bringing to you for the next level at Holiday Heating, Cooling, and Electric. We call it Holiday Innovation. Call us today.
Hi, I'm Catherine Forner, and we love our own backyard so much, we built all of this. With hardwood decking and Basilite pavers. And we just finished this deck for one of our best customers. With TimberTech decking and Fortress railing. And we get everything we need from Par. With Shauna's help.
Everything from design to delivery.
What would we do without you?
Par, your total home building source since 1930. Go where the builders go.
What are you gonna build?
The Memorial Day savings have been extended one more week at Walker's Furniture with big holiday discounts on all your favorite brands, where you can get the biggest savings of the season. Or take advantage of 5 years no-interest financing with no money down, no minimum purchase required.
Beautiful new bedroom sets, stylish new sectionals, and quality new dining sets are on sale.
Making it the perfect time to furnish your life for less.
During these final days at Walker's.
Are you tired of your hair breaking after waiting years for it to grow? Meet new Pantene Pro V Miracles with our highest concentration of pro vitamins yet, infused with ingredients like biotin and collagen. Strengthens hair bonds and repairs as well as the leading luxury brand without the $60 price tag. For stronger, healthier hair. If you know it's Pantene.
It's time. Time to let your soul breathe a little, to feel the sun on your face, and to feel alive again. It's time to dust off the clubs, to treat yourself, and test out your lungs. It's time to get away to the place that's not so far away, Lakeside Coeur d'Alene. Win a dream giveaway at cda4.fun.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday in the morning sprint. Alyssa Martinez is live at the Post Street Bridge with the completion of a project 5 years in the making. And the weather is heating up. Mark Peterson lets us know when we could see 90 degrees. But first, Spokane is now in a state of emergency because of rampant drug use and overdoses. This emergency declaration unlocks funding Mayor Lisa Brown says will go to helping people get clean. Some of the resources that will be made available are things like fentanyl testing strips and Narcan. In Spokane, overdoses have shot up by 30% just in the last year. The emergency declaration quickly opens the city up to more resources. People battling addiction can get stable enough to enter treatment and eventually get housing. Mayor Brown says this is all set to begin immediately. Pullman and Moscow police are working with the FBI to find this little girl, 2-year-old Soraya Ung Harmon. They believe her disappearance is connected to WSU grad Nadia Cole, who was last seen at the SeaTac airport a week ago. According to Pullman police, Cole is in a romantic relationship with the little girl's father, Aaron Ung. Police believe the couple may be traveling together. Aaron and his daughter were believed to be traveling to Montana on a fishing trip last week. She was supposed to return to her mom in Pullman yesterday, but she never showed up. According to a Facebook post made by a woman claiming to be Aaron's sister, Nadia Cole was with her mother about to board a plane to Europe as a graduation present when she disappeared. She went to the bathroom but never returned to board the plane. If you have any information about any of these 3 missing people, call police right away.
All right, as you're waking up and heading out in our first alert weather, we are going to see a cool start, not cold, but 42 in Deer Park, 46 into Cheney, temperatures into the low 50s into the valley and along the I-90 corridor. We are going to see highs today. They're going to be nearing 70 for us, 66 into Coeur d'Alene, and nearing 80 from Tri-Cities all the way over to Lewiston. Our day today is going to be mostly sunny. Winds are going to be light, and we're going to have a high today of 69 degrees.
New developments in a stabbing in the valley on Monday. A woman was arrested for breaking into a trailer and stabbing a man over money he allegedly owed her. Deputies originally believed this was a disagreement at a home that turned violent. They now say that woman broke into the trailer with the help of 2 other suspects. 36-year-old Katrina Soto is now facing 1st and 2nd degree assault charges, as well as a 1st degree burglary charge. According to one of the people in the trailer, Soto broke into the trailer with 2 other people, yelling at the victim about owing her money and needing to pay her dad. The stabbing victim has life-threatening injuries. Soto is being held on a $100,000 bond. Police say this is still an active investigation.
This morning, I'm live in downtown Spokane. Now, 5 years ago, the Post Street Bridge was closed for drivers. It closed to everyone 4 years ago. Today, it's officially open for pedestrians, bicyclists, and drivers going northbound. You can see we've got planters, benches, perfect to take in views of the gorgeous Spokane River. There will be a ribbon cutting ceremony today at 11:30 to celebrate this completed project that's been years in the making. There will be local businesses that are proud to see this project finished.
And Spokane Falls Boulevard will be closed today from Stevens to Howard so crews can repaint the Pride mural. 2 weeks ago, someone poured some sort of accelerant on the road and lit it on fire. The repainting process started last night, and it will last until tomorrow morning at 7. The mural is being repainted in time for Spokane's Pride celebration on the 8th. Roughly 96th and 7th grade students will have to move schools next year, following Pride School's recent decision to close Pride Prep Middle School. Pre-pandemic, Pride School said roughly 80 to 100 6th grade students would walk the halls of Pride Prep Middle School. Now, there are only about 50. Due to the numbers dropping every year after COVID, Pride School said the only feasible option was to close down the school. The last day of school is next Friday, June 14th. And Spokane's Underhill Park could soon be home to 2 new basketball courts and a pair of pickleball courts. The Spokane Park Board will vote on a contract to rebuild what it calls aged and partially out-of-service sport courts in the park in East Central Spokane. The plan also calls for a new sidewalk along East Hartson. The project is set to cost just over $600,000. We're back with a final check of the forecast with Mark Peterson right after this break.
4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
We've got money answers for people who run once a year. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
It's a good day for a drive. Great day for a deal.
Perfection Tire carries a full line of Cooper tires with advanced safety features, warranties, and competitive pricing.
Save even more with Cooper Tire rebates going on now. Nobody beats perfection.
Looks like you need some kind of quick payment to settle this whole mess.
Yeah, I'm gonna reach out to those one call that's all guys.
We want to make sure you're actually taken care of after an accident like this.
One call, that's all.
509-999-9999.
Regular visits to your local Perfection Tire can ensure your car's safety and dependability.
With factory recommended maintenance, you increase your fuel efficiency as well as maintain your vehicle's value.
Nobody beats perfection.
Just before 7 o'clock, sun's up. It's beautiful out. The wind's relatively light, about 9 miles an hour. So we're keeping our feet on the ground today and the leaves in the trees. We'll have a high today of 69 degrees. We're going to have sunshine. Winds are going to be less than 15 miles an hour all day long. Looking really good. We look at our planning forecast and it's just going to get hotter. 80 on Thursday, 85 Friday, and then Saturday, 90 degrees with Sunday just below that at 87. So get ready for the heat. We're hydrating now. We're going to get some sunscreen out. Check the date on it to make sure it's still good.
And thanks so much for watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. GMA starts right after this.